Stop setting goals. The word is literally designed to hinder you. We're taught from a young age that setting goals is the key to success. But what if the very word goal is working against you? Because it is. Stick around and I'll show you how it is stopping you. And if you've been setting goals, not quite getting there, and wanting more from life, then you're in the right place. And if you like topics like this, please let me know by liking, subscribing, and sharing this with somebody else who needs to know this information as well. Today we're going to explore one of my favorite things that has always fascinated me: energy, words, and language. Now, before you roll your eyes and think it's going to be boring or academic, it's not that. I mean, it's not that, but you know what? Don't worry. This is about how words feel. It's about how they shape our reality and how they either free us or quietly, or not so quietly, hold us back. Because here's the truth. Our original language isn't English. It isn't Spanish. It isn't French. It isn't German, or even Sanskrit. Our original language is energy. Everyone and everything speaks energy. Our bodies speak energy. The world speaks energy. The earth, the universe, animals, plants, they all speak energy. All right, so our original language is this energy. And then at some point in time, we decided to get fancy. and then we went, hey, let's go verbal. Why? I don't know, but we did. And so we started to create a verbal and written language. And while language is powerful, absolutely, it's also a translation of the energy. The energy came first. And that's one of the most important things to see, is that the energy came first. And so we got an energy, and then when we were creating language, we went, we're going to call this energy fire. This thing that we cook our food with, or whatever, we're going to call that fire. And so the energy came first, then the words. All right? And that's important because when you trace a word back to its earliest meaning, that is when the energy and the words matched. And that's where you're going to find a hidden truth often. All right? So here's where we get even more fun. When we speak words, we invoke an energy. We invoke that original energy, even if we don't realize it or not. Most of the time, we're trying to function from modern day definitions of words, but that original energy is still there. It is still influencing our daily lives and how we create energetically, and then how the energy manifests into our physical environment. Using words are like adding ingredients to a recipe or to a spell to get what you want. So I say, instead of avoiding words, let's use words to our advantage. So let's play with one of my favorite words to pick on: goal. When most of us think of a goal, it sounds positive. We've been taught it's positive. We set a goal to lose weight, to earn more money, to improve our relationships. The modern definition is usually framed as an endpoint, something we aim for. But the original definition, the original meaning, you're going to love this because it's not what you think. The very first recorded definition of goal is to hinder, to impede, and to put in jail. Yeah, you heard that right. Goal, the original meaning, is obstacle, barrier, hinder, stop, even put in jail. And if any of you have ever visited Ireland, you might know this. And if you have ever gone to Cork, Ireland, and you visit the Cork County Jail there, it's actually spelled G-A-O-L. And the hard G, it sounds like jail. So even though it looks like a dyslexic goal, it's pronounced jail. I just found that interesting when I was there doing a class one time. My host is like, you have to go to the Cork County Jail. I'm like, why? Because she knew my love of language and I loved picking on the words. And so I went into the Cork County Jail and I walked up. I'm like, it's goals. Oh my gosh. It's just like we do. We try to set goals, but we put ourselves in jail. Wow. Words and language is amazing, isn't it? Oh, I love playing with it. Now, around the 1530s, the word shifted towards endpoint of a race. And later in the 1540s, Sports started using it for the place where a ball is scored. But that original meaning, barrier, jail, stop sign, it's still alive in the energy of the word. And if you notice, like in most sports, when you have a goal, like in football or soccer, what occurs? Play stops and starts over. So the energy of the word is still influencing even then. And here's why that matters. Think about when you set a goal, how does it feel in your life? How many times have you set a goal and instead of feeling free and motivated, you felt tense, scared, unsure, and confident that you were going to fail? It's even a running joke now. You know, we set goals at the first of the year and then we're like, let's see how long it takes for us to lose and not do our goals and fail. No, thank you, right? This is because the energy of that word is being called up of stop, hinder, impede. That's not the energy you want when you're trying to create something. It's like you're squeezing yourself into a box and that box gets thrown off a cliff. Okay. So, because when you set a goal, it's like, even if you set a goal and you fail by a tiny margin, you think you fail. Like, say you set a goal to lose 50 pounds and then you lose 49. You should celebrate. You should be like, woohoo, I lost 49 pounds. What do? Most people, you failed because you didn't reach that 50-pound mark. And that's that energy of word at play again. A goal doesn't always open up possibilities. It can actually shut them down. It stops the flow of information from the universe. And this is important. Please pay attention. When we're locked into a goal, we might miss the signs telling us to pivot, to shift, and try something new. We ignore the whispers of energy because we are so determined to reach the finish line that we've determined is the right one. And that might not even be the right one for us anymore. It's like putting yourself into a tiny mental jail cell just by the words you choose. So what's the alternative? Well, instead of saying goal, try words like target, aim, or intent. Take a moment right now and be with each of the energy of those words. Target, aim, intent. How do those words feel? Do they feel lighter? They do to me. And here's my favorite part of those words is they're directional. They point you somewhere, but they don't lock you up. If you need to adjust course, you can. You receive that information. When you have a target, you keep reaching and receiving information from the universe. You can listen for feedback, you can adjust your approach, and you can celebrate those small wins, those large wins, any win, any progress, even if it doesn't look exactly like your original picture. With a goal, the energy is stop until you reach it. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, don't change it. Have to go towards this, and if it doesn't match what you've originally said, you failed. No, thank you. With a target, the energy is move towards it and keep receiving guidance. How often does things change every day? Daily. Do you feel the difference? Goal, target. Okay, let's keep going. So think of it this way. A goal says you either hit it or you fail. A target says keep moving in this direction and you'll always be learning, receiving, and expanding. One is rigid, the other is alive and constant and in constant motion, just like you. So here's my invitation to you, my friends. The next time you catch yourself saying, I have a goal to blah, blah, blah. Pause and ask yourself, is that word quietly putting me in jail? What is the energy I'm invoking here? Or can I shift the language and say, I have an intention. I have a target. I'm aiming towards this and I'm going to see what shows up. Remember, our original language is energy. Use it to your advantage instead of using it to your disadvantage. Words are doorways. They either open us up or they close us in. So choose the words that keep you free, expansive, and connected to the energy of creation of the universe. And what is one word that you would be curious about its origins? I've been receiving a lot of these, and I'm fascinated to know what people are discovering. So let me know in the comments below what is one word you're curious about. And thank you for exploring this with me today. I'm Donnielle, and please know how grateful I am for you pushing play today. And until we play again, keep creating a life that inspires you to live it every day. I'll see you soon.